Okay, and welcome back, guys, to some F125, my team Lotus career mode. Okay, so trying to kick off where we left off after that amazing Monaco performance. Let's see what we've got situated here. Obviously, excited that's why I was the team, the first podium of this race weekend. So that was excellent. We've got Spain coming up today, so we just want to make sure that everything is here on the car as best as possible, but it is a pretty quick turnaround, so not too much we can do in this window of time. Let's see what we want to get on here. We can do that. Sounds good. I think maybe we should be able to do two now. No available spot yet, so that should be still coming onto the vehicle. And we got those two upgrading there. We got that done, so that should be good. Maybe we have two here now. I'm not exactly sure. We'll check that out. No available slot either. What about durability? Still waiting on that durability to come through. So in a pretty decent spot. Obviously got a lot of stuff coming onto the vehicle still. But we are just now reaching the kind of midfield teams. So hopefully we're at a point where we're going to be moving forward and we're going to be a little bit more aggressive. Okay, so we need to make sure that that comes on. It's going to be after Spain. That's a little bit unfortunate. And then we want to make sure we get this ignition on as well, especially for Canada, because that is going to have a long straight that we're going to have to manage as well. Okay, that's looking all good. Okay, let's see here. And then durability, we're still slowly ticking away at that. Okay, so that looks all good. Component management, obviously, we are going to be driving as Hugar today because obviously Vachon is now ahead. So we just want to make sure that Vachon is going to be using an engine that's going to be decent for him. So we could probably get him into the third one there. 18% is fine. Maybe do that one there just to make sure. That's fine on 6%. That's fine on 24, 30%. And then we'll give him that fresh one. And then with Hugo, we are going to make sure that he is using a practice engine so we can really try and make sure that we are using everything to the max before we start taking engine components. So we'll just go for everything on this first one. And yeah, why not on the first one as well there? Complete practice engine. Okay, that looks all good. Driver talk. So let's just take a look and quickly look. Yep, still working on Lewis and Yuki, unfortunately. Still a ways to go with that, but it is what it is for that. And the driver market perception, at least our two drivers are happy with where they're at. So still a ways to go with dealing with that. What else do we have here? Don't think anything else. Facility improvements, still ticking away at that. We've got those two coming on and those two coming on also. So I think we should be good to proceed to the Spanish Grand Prix. So let's see what this event is real quick. Oh, we've got a new sponsorship, so that will be going on to the car for next episode. We'll try and find some time to play around with that and see what looks best. Let's see if we can get these roll dampers done.
Chief, I
Perfect.
must remind you that we have parts
That
fully
is
reserved for
huge.
the waiting for
Let's see what we've got here.
Let's get that performance on the car.
Thank you, sir. So then we're going to make sure we get these starting to develop now like that. And then we're still waiting on those two bit there. Awesome. We got the chassis upgrades on, so that's perfect. That will be tire wear. That will be crucial for us around Spain. Okay, and then we've got that also coming on for Canada later. Yeah, like I said, durability not really high on our list. We just want to make sure we're quick. And we did say that we're going to be giving the best parts to the best driver. And at the moment, that is Vachon now because he's leading in the championship. So we'll give him that part. Obviously, if we want to take a look at the results real quick, just to remind ourselves, Yuki is still leading the championship with Norris, followed by Hamilton, and Red Bull seem to have a pretty firm grasp on where they are in the constructors. As for us, we have Vachon pushing into the top 15 now. He's sat in 13 in a very tight battle with those drivers. And then Hugo hopefully can start closing down that gap with us a little bit there. And then in the constructors, we're sitting pretty comfortably behind Haas and Williams. Hopefully we'll be making some ground and who knows, maybe even try and see if we can make a jump to Alpine. Other than that, that should be everything. Let's look at the race results here. Obviously, Vachon got that podium, which is huge, but definitely an outlier with the results. So we want to try and see what we can do. And obviously, we're going to be focusing on Hugo to try and see if he can start pulling some results in Spain, Canada, and Austria coming up. So that all looks good for us. So I think we should be good to progress some more. See if we can get this turbo. Perfect. We got that on as well. I think that's just going to be a development there. Yeah, just going to be a development. I'm pretty sure. Research. Okay, so still nothing for that. So it must have been, I don't know what the turbo would have been. Engine? Oh, it probably is durability, isn't it? Yeah, there it is. And then we'll get that going as well, just to make sure we have everything base level situated on the vehicle. Okay, that looks all good. We dealt with the components, so I think it's time to try and cook here. I mean, let me just see about performance and other stuff. Everything's looking good. Our rivalry target's a bit. It's 21 points against Sauber. We should pretty much have that under control. And there's our stats there at the moment. All right, let's get situated for Spain. And like we said, we are going to be driving as Hugo, so we're going to choose him. And let's get it underway. Obviously, we're coming off of a pretty impressive Austrian Grand Prix today, where Lando won. Not too much craziness, although there was a crash between Max and Antonelli, which ultimately I'm pretty sure Antonelli did get blamed for because of his lockup. Ooh, that's not what we like to see. Qualifying in the wet. Maybe could do well. I feel like we did quite well in the qualifying in the wet last time, but that looks wet the entire time. So that's definitely going to be a little bit of a test for us, but everything looks good. Oh, and as always, let me just make sure it's clear. Difficulty is on the 101 difficulty, and we are going to be controller. Like I said, maybe down the road we'll switch to wheel, but for now, controller is nice, easy breezy, and I can deal with everything and be able to chat while racing.
Hello and welcome to...
Okay, so we're in Spain. I skipped that intro, but we'll see another one down the road. Let's make sure we're getting the car set up on now. And there we go, there's the Spanish car setup. Let me just check it.
We're going to be logging some extra data.
It is a wheel one. I know I complained about a little bit before, but I think we're going to run it anyways.
Just confirm they're performing to
I'm expecting to have a little bit of a step back. I think we got very lucky with... Oh, do we... Oh, it looks like he's been going for more of an aggressive, so we have maybe 2 pairs of cards for the race. Okay, interesting. Okay. I'm not against it. That's just not how I normally run it, but that is completely fine. So then, yeah, we'll go track climatization on these mediums then. Okay, let's see how we go. See how we get along. What can the banana do? Spain's normally a pretty decent circuit for me. I feel like it's just like sometimes lacking a little bit of rotation there early. Sometimes lacking just a little bit of pace around here. I think it's just a lot of kind of winding, fast-paced corners. So it's definitely going to be a little bit of a challenge here, especially in our car. But we've been improving it, so we'll see what we can do. Now in the second worst vehicle. I think the only team that has a worse vehicle than us now is Kick Sauber, and obviously they've been performing pretty well. But we'll see what we can do today with Dennis. Okay, let's see into turn 1. Nice and easy. We just want to try and get maybe this done right off the bat here. Car's feeling agile, a little bit of grass on the tyre there. Not sure if I actually went over or not. Hard on the brakes. Nicely round. Keep that pace on. Ooh, a little bit of a movement there. Just got away with it being green. Perfectly fine. Alright, I'll be interested to see where we stack up here, because like I said, we are in a worn engine. Dennis has been doing okay with his engines, but we've been, desperately needing Vachon to have a good result so we could come over here and kind of help manage and kind of deal with his kind of engine where he was going through parts a little bit too quick for my liking when I was watching stuff back with his durability percentages. So very happy that Vachon had that result in Monaco and that we're able to pull it back over to his side of the garage. Let's see here. Honestly, fairly solid banker. Probably could have gone flat out there, but that's fine. Up to the line for the first lap, what are we saying? Okay, that's not bad. I think we already got Optimum off the rip, so we might as well just go one more and then we can probably retire from this program. It's going to be interesting with tyre wear. I know tyres are going to cook around here, so honestly, very happy that Hugo already made the executive decision to bring the 2 sets of mediums. I'm not the 2 sets of hards. Clearly went for the harder grouping, which honestly, I think down in the race we won't complain about, and honestly will give us maybe the opportunity to start on the hards, maybe go for something else and then finish the race on the hards. We'll have to see what the strategy's suggesting. A little bit of movement there. It's fine there. Oh, way over there. We go way over though, going flat out. Could have been bad. Could have had maybe a little bit too much rotation. But I'm pretty happy with where the car's at the moment. Hamilton got in behind on the softs, but we know that practice, the AI aren't going to be as quick as us, so it's just going to be what's going to be. Okay, perfect. Yeah, and we got it again. So honestly, no need to keep running those laps. We can just go in and just churn through these practice programs. Okay, let's take a look and see. There it is. Yep, 5 out of 5. Boom. And honestly, why not just use the same mediums? Yeah, we use the same mediums. Thought about it. Maybe we can save those mediums for a later date, although I'm pretty sure FIA will take them also. Who knows? We end up with second pair mediums, we would have lucked out there, but I don't think that's going to be the case. Oh, our teammate is going for sure. He is probably feeling pretty good after that podium result. So clearly very eager to get in front of us. We're in a little bit of a train here starting this, which is a little unfortunate, but hopefully we'll be able to manage decently. It is ERS we're doing, so got to be a little bit good on this. Let's see what we can do. Oh, rotation, but these are the warm mediums. And barrel it down this long straight. Yeah, we're in a little bit of an unfortunate spot here. Hopefully we're not going to get in trouble making contact with anyone. A little bit too much rotation. Especially on that curb. I had to brake there, didn't want to go offline. Definitely tire wear is slightly a factor at the moment, but we're doing okay. We're keeping it green. Probably dealing with a little bit of our teammates' dirty air as well, which isn't that helpful. Probably should have attempted to try and hold that position instead of letting him go by. Got quite a good space behind us though. Gone into fourth, which is quite nice. These AI's got a little bit of confidence after that podium finish. Oh gosh. Approached to them a little bit too quickly there. Okay, not exactly what we needed. Pull him all the way down. I think he's going to give us the position. That's nice. Okay. Hopefully we'll have the opportunity to overtake Hajar here in a second. Get that fresh air. Again, did the same thing there. Way offline off the track. My gosh, that was track extending. Don't think Hajar's going to let us get it that easy though. I think he's going to try and fight for his position, which is just annoying. Okay, you might have been a good lap, but you are in my way, my friend. So just concentrating here, don't want to go into the back of the room or anything silly like that. They're down on time again. Near push past them at some point, that might be my opportunity. Yep. Got on there nicely, okay, cool. Okay, this next lap will be the lap then. At least if we can get green, otherwise we do have those practice sessions to quick sim it. Ooh, massively offline. Curb was not my friend there. Let's see what we can do. Throw in hot lap early. It's nicely done. Could have been better, but it's fine. I keep going the same location when I do that. Definitely not learning my lesson on each lap. Nicely rotated. Up on time, which is nice. We have no one that's in our way to block us, so hopefully should be good as long as we can keep it, get it in the green. Might turn off ERS in the last couple sectors before whacking it back on. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Turn it to off. Just want to at least get the green. Well, that's a bit of a rotation. That's pretty green to me, but can we keep within the time? Gonna have to go to medium now. Oh, it's going down. I think we're gonna just hold green, and we do. That's fine. We take that. We take that for sure.
That's all we need for now. So return to the garage as soon as you can.
Perfect. Just churning through these practice programs right now. Okay. Last one is going to be the race, and honestly, I'm going to do softs for that. I want to know definitively where the softs are. If they're a good tire, I'm expecting they're not to be, but only way we're going to know is by doing this. So just fast forward the time a little bit, make sure that everyone's got times on the board. Yeah, in practice, we're looking pretty punchy, but I'm expecting that to come down. Yeah, for Sean. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Okay. Got some time on that. Let's get into it, and we'll do the soft tire. Tire life says 13 laps. I don't know if I believe that or not, but we'll see. And away we go. Turn it into none. We want to make sure we have all the ERS for our first couple of full tilt laps. How's the engine looking? That's 65 on the energy still. Turn control. Okay, it's not terrible. Shouldn't be. If we're having a lack of performance, it should be only marginal. Could have been a better start to the lap, but it's fine, we move. And here we go into turn one. We've got 5 laps ahead of us. Nice and easy run, nice little bit of space to ourselves, so hopefully shouldn't be too hard on these softs to do this, but I'm expecting them to fall off quite rapidly in towards the 4th to 5th lap. Ooh, very deep there. I was able to get on the brakes quite nicely though. Yeah, not the cleanest of first laps, I will admit, on these softs. I'm not sure if it's just like my approach to the lap or quite what's going on here. Ooh. And also it took a little bit of a turn there. A little bit of an added turn to the right. Got caught up on there. I think this first lap might be a bust, unfortunately. Gained some time there, but couldn't really get on the power. It's back and forth. First lap's going to be close, but it's just not going to happen. It's fine, on to lap 2 then. Someone's coming out of the pits, unfortunately. Going to have to navigate them. Hopefully, because it's on their warm-up lap, they're just going to hand it to us. Not hold us up too much. Battery goes quite quickly at the moment on this track though. I mean, again, it's pretty full tilt the whole way through. Hopefully Antonello's going to be nice here and give us the space. Okay, what are you doing, lad? Okay, well that's just ridiculous. What are you doing? Looked like he was going to move and give me the space, and then he was like, actually, we've reached the corner, let me go sit on the apex of the corner. Ridiculous, but we're still up though. Still a little bit more of a tidier lap from us on these softs. I think we've got a little bit more of an understanding. The tyres are getting cooked, especially on that left side. My gosh. Makes sense with all the corners going to the right, but still not what we wanted. Definitely thinking at the moment that if we do end up having to get on the softs, it's like a safety car to the end, or we start on it and then we try and take advantage of the hards. We'll have to see what the strategy's saying, but lap 1 done. Probably going to throw this into medium now just to compare. See if maybe we can gain back a little bit ERS as well. Definitely liking the pace. The pace feels good right now. We've gone down to P5 though, but kind of probably going to yo-yo all the way up to this wet qualifying, and we will be using the dry setup for wet qualifying. Again, in previous games it hasn't allowed you because of part firmware to change, so I don't want to take any risks and learn. You know, maybe at some point someone can let me know if it does, but at least from my experience it will not. So it could be something I'm doing on my end, or there might be a different way to use a wet setup in a wet situation. Instead, Antonelli. It looks like he wants to make a move on us. I'm kind of nervous as well that he's sticking pretty well. Oh gosh, almost went over around on the curb. I mean, that being said, we have gone above 25% on that front right. And it is definitely showing, although we're still green. Down the straight, maybe if he can get us, I'll let him through. AI are fast. Yeah, he might have this here. Oh, no, never mind if you can get it done. That's a promising sign there. It's a promising sign that our engine could be set up quite decently. I think that's been an issue for us, at least in a couple of these races, specifically Imola, where we just couldn't seem to get up to top speed, and that could have been my setup, it could have been a number of things, but just stuck in gear 7, we were down there. Going around quite nicely at the moment. Oh, still got a little bit of pressure from Antonelli. Oh, he almost had a moment as well, I think, trying to react to our moment. That could have been bad. That was a bit unfortunate from me. Hopefully that means he'll give us just that little bit extra space though. Because yeah, these tyres are, like we said, they're starting to go quite a bit. 34%, not too bad though. They definitely could be a race tyre, I will say, although grip around this point is a little bit scary. I think it was a good call getting the information on these ones, because we know the mediums will just do what we can do, but this could maybe be a starting or ending tyre should we need it to. Alright, last lap. Hopefully Antonelli is going to get us here, although seems to just be wanting to sit directly behind us. And no, he's not going to be able to get it done again. It's fine. It's not our problem. Ooh, very wild. Again on the curb. It's a little bit too much of it. Probably going to throw it into a hot lap just to finish this one off, just to make sure we get these laps done. Yeah, that front left is cooking. Throw it up to a hot lap. That's some good speed right there. Okay, last couple of corners to go here. Oh, a little bit of a move, but a little bit of a power slide, or I don't even know what that was there, but we're able to manage it. I think this race has the potential for us to not have any contact, but we need to be as on it as we possibly can. The car seems to be getting faster though against the Delta, which is surprising after that first lap. Maybe it's just me getting more used to the track, or I'm not sure. But we take that.
Okay, test
Okay, we're just going to return to
complete,
garage,
really good job
see what
indeed.
everything's saying, see where the teammate is, and then probably get through to do the qualifying. Okay, I mean, we're second off, makes sense, but we definitely take that. Oh, looks like our teammates made a jump as well, up to 11th. That's very promising. We did get a lot of our laps done early, but that's normally the strategy we use. Sean coming down, we're coming down now. Okay, so yeah, it could be a bit of a long day for us, especially if the AI aren't going full tilt. But Sean's gone quicker. It makes sense because he's got the better components, so hopefully he'll be able to fly the flag for us should we struggle at all in any way, shape or form. Yuki fastest as well. Pretty promising for the lead Red Bull at the moment in the championship. Championship leader. There we go, all the way to the end there. Yep, we take that. Okay, perfect.
What an incredible practice
So,
session
ended
that was.
there.
But the fun doesn't stop here, though. Join us again. As
Not
the
too bad.
rest of the
Honestly,
weekend-
it's gonna be racetrack to racetrack as well, where what the performance of the AI is. So in this qualifying, the work will give us a little bit of an idea, but I don't think we're gonna actually know where we're stacking up till we're actually in these full race conditions, unfortunately. But anywho, let's go and do these quick practices and get into it. Okay, get that done. Yeah, I mean, tyre wear was a problem for us for sure. And then we'll get that last one. Beautiful, everything on the vehicle. All the programs done. Love to see it. Okay, and then we're just going to quick sim this one as well. No, I have nothing to do here, so just boom. And let's see, we'll get all the resource points, absolutely stacking resource points. I think that's the one area where we've managed pretty well. And so if they get more expensive, should be able to have that pretty much covered for ourselves. But yeah, hoping to try and see if we get 2 Q3 appearances in a row, but not sure with these wet conditions. Okay, I want to make sure we're changing this because it's obviously a used engine. We don't want to disadvantage ourselves. Oh my gosh, he is cooking these engines. I think we're going to be using the 4th component here. Use the 3rd one now. Oh gosh. This is a bit of a problem. I just don't want him to struggle during the race and have a loss of power just yet. So definitely maybe at some point we're going to be needing to take an engine for Hugo, but for now we'll manage. We'll go 18%. That should be fine. Okay. Well, let's go qualify. And it is wet for sure.
Catalonian qualifying for you today. Welcome along to Spain, to Barcelona, and wherever you are in the world. Do you feel the need? The need for speed?
Okay. See what you did there. Okay.
With conditions as they are, I'd
They want wets. That's fine. And like always, we're going to make sure we're going to be using 2 laps just to try and see if we can improve off the last one. So let's go do it. Oh, it's definitely wet, all right. It's definitely wet out here. Other people on track though, which is giving me some hope. Just gonna make sure we're in none. I don't want to use too much of the battery too early here. Ooh, this dry setup is going to be fun in these conditions. Alright, well, see how lap 1 goes. Just the banker. Just want to make sure I don't crash out here. Need a time. Oh my gosh, it is really bad. Glad this is now not in the race. Use a little bit of the RS there. That's a little bit cheeky. I need to make sure I don't. Just for the banker. Oh gosh. Yeah, this is going to be difficult. I imagine the air are going to be pretty quick. Struggling to get the pace down. Oh gosh. Traction is just so hard to find, especially in wet conditions. It's going okay. I'm not imagining we're setting any times alight here, but wherever we stack up, we take it. And the next lap, we'll make sure to be using full use of that ERS. See if we can bump ourselves a little bit higher up the order.
P13.
I just can't seem to properly get the power. Yeah, we're just spinning through most of these. The back tires must be incredibly cooked after this lap. Right, and around the last corner, here we go. It's alright, could have been a lot better, but we go again for lap 2. Yeah, way off the pace right now, for Sean's even quicker. Alright, so we've got to push the car. We've got someone coming out ahead of us. Manage it as best as we can. Trying to find the kind of limits of where the track's at right now. Just trying to accelerate there.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel.
Sure, it was heating up the engine a little bit too much there because I was on full power. Ooh, a little bit wide, but we're fine. Pull it back in, very nice. Down the battery now. If we do end up coming last, maybe we do take an engine here for him. We know it's going to be a situation he's going to need. being realistic here with where we're at in these rain conditions, although gaining quite a bit of time now because of this ERS, so hopefully we'll be outside the drop zone. This is just the issue, I just can't go anywhere right now. Still up though, thankfully. Hopefully this rain maybe will let up for us a little bit at some point. It can be an Inters move instead.
These conditions don't look like they're shifting. We're predicting at least 20 minutes of heavy rainfall.
Never mind. All right, well, at least we closed it to the teammate. Let's see what we're saying.
Okay, recommend taking wet tyres in the current conditions.
Oh, we are down bad. All right, well, let's try and do another lap. Take out a little bit of fuels again. See if we can make right on this. We will potentially be, it looks like it was going to be a dry race, so we'll probably use both sets of wets if we're going to still be in the drop zone after this one.
Okay,
Does just seem like it's getting
for us, P21.
wetter and wetter. Just want to make sure we can get around and back in to do the last lap here, should we need it. Yeah, setup's probably our issue at the moment. Let's see, we're going for it. Full push. Nice and easy into turn one. Just want to keep pushing and overtake. Time is coming back to us quite nicely, but we know we got a huge gap to the rest of those guys. I think we're 3 seconds down on the wet. This track just might be exposing where the car's at, and especially with this dry setup, it's going to be doing us a little bit dirty. So we push though. Yeah, it's just the power. We're gaining quite decently though. That we are definitely doing. Already up a second. My only concern will be that I'll probably do another lap as well, guaranteed afterwards, just because if the track is changing and getting quicker for everyone, I want to make sure I'm on the best, driest line possible. These last two corners have been pretty bad though. I think tyres are definitely struggling. Okay, we did a decent jump there. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Okay, looks like everyone's going. So let's go ourselves. Last time, try and see what we can do. Oh gosh, looks like everyone's on that fast lap right now. Hopefully we're not getting a blocking penalty for this. Dive out of the way. We need to go. Okay, we're earlier now. Are we going to make the line is the question. I think we should have enough time to make it. I think everyone else is on a hot lap. So I make sure I don't get a blocking penalty. P16 is the cutoff. And we go, yep. It's a good job we went out. We're P18 right now. Okay, we made the line. Now we've got to improve with the cars in front of us. They're going to all be slowing down as well. Need to improve here to stay alive. It's bad. This might be the lap that we're missing here. It might be an engine weekend. Keep going, we keep pushing. Maybe time will come back to us somewhere. We're gonna have that traffic though in a second. Oh, time's come back to us a little bit. Not sure how much we're gonna have to jump though with these new times.
We've been pushed down to P21.
There it is. That's the time we were looking for. A little bit early with the turn in there. It might be marginal, if at all, right now. I can't work it out. Every time I look, it's green, then red, then green, then red. It's like a fucking traffic light.
Left in this session, and we're in the drop zone. We need a quick lap, or that's qualifying over for us.
Thank you, Jeff, for stating the obvious, as always. Okay, it's a small improvement, but is it enough to get us into Q2? No, it's not. No, it's not. Out in Q1, Hugo having a little bit of a mare at the moment. I think it's safe to say we'll definitely be taking that engine. We know it's going to be an issue for him. Starting at the back for Sean. Very much near the points with his form that we've been at. So we'll see what we can do, see where he ends up as well. But I think last place, set the expectations low, see how far we can move up. There's a lot of laps of Spain. We'll see what we can make happen. Yep. Okay, so we're going to take this engine. And we're also going to have brand new gearbox as well, because why not, if we're going to take a penalty. Okay, without further ado then, let's get into the race. Gosh, it does take a while to load up, doesn't it? Okay, here we go.
Welcome along, everyone, to sunny Spain, specifically to the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. So many great moments in Formula One history have been written at this very track over the years.
Absolutely.
Including Michael Schumacher's first win for Ferrari back in '96. That win was in the rain. We might have better weather here today.
We definitely have better weather here. We better.
To be at the Spanish Grand Prix. It's an updated track at Catalonia, and the popular opinion in the paddock is that we never wanted the chicane in the first place. That's now been gone. The final corner is much faster, and at 2.9 miles and 14 turns, we await the Spanish Grand Prix.
Let's see this lineup. Who's on pole?
It's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Yuki Tsunoda lines up on
championship leader,
and Lando Norris lines up alongside.
He's been killing it so far.
Today's grid, we have Leclerc, Piastri, Fernando Alonso, and Gasly, Stroll, Ocon, Lawson, and Nico Hülkenberg, Hamilton,
rivals.
Toretto, George Russell, and Vasseur, Antonelli.
All right, P14, we take that. That's pretty much where you were in the last one.
And Max Verstappen.
Oh, Max went out as well. I didn't realize. I didn't even look. I've had a pretty difficult start to the season.
Rounds off the grid. That's it then. It's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race. So I'm sure there'll be plenty to talk about this afternoon, and who's going to talk about it with us? None other than Naomi Schiff. Hi, Naomi. Now, Ant, you always tell me you know Barcelona.
All right, well, nothing important there about our team.
If we don't want to be stuck near the back for most of the race, you're going to need to push early on. Good luck.
One stop could be the move. What's everyone on? Teammates on hards as well. I know we have two sets though, don't we? We do have another set of hards. We don't have a set of... Okay, we do have a set of soft, so You know what? I think maybe in the team we trust. Yeah, I think in the team we trust here. I know the softs might be the better race tire. It's hard to say. It's hard to say, but I think this is what we're gonna do. Also, fuel hasn't really been an issue, so we're gonna chance it. We'll do that. I just don't like being on the same strategy as my teammate. I'm almost tempted to see if maybe that's more what we want to do. Something like that, I think. I think we're going to do that. I think it opens us up to little bits of options. Then we also have the hards that we can jump on. We can jump on 2 sets. We can turn it into a 2-stop or a soft stint. It's kind of whatever we want to do. I think mediums give us that option to the side, whereas hards, we're kind of stuck on it. All right, then, well. Let's do it. From last. Spanish Grand Prix. And we're off. We're going to take it nice and easy. See if we gain any free spots, but obviously everyone's on faster tyres ahead of us. Faster tyres on faster cars. Then I'm going to try and block us off there. God damn. Barely any contact there. That's so annoying. Alright, well. Damage. We got a lot of right-handers, which is not ideal.
It takes too much damage.
Damage early, see what we can do. Safety car will be a massive friend of ours here. That'll be a little bit aggressive then. Staffen also struggling with these soft runners. That's stupid. Race start. I tried to avoid it. It's definitely a theme of ours at the moment. Oh gosh, right-handers are not fun. Which is a bit of a shame because a lot of this track is a right hand. And I believe we're pretty much guaranteed to have lost an end plate there. Oh gosh, and we're way offline. Okay, well, just try and stay with the pack then, I guess.
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled.
As long as we can stay with Agile. See what we can make happen. Oh my gosh, what is the shit show up ahead of me right now? Run around on top of each other. So first proper going in the dry. Just kind of want to sit in this hot lap to stay with them. We've got a DRS trainer, we've got a DRS trainer. God damn. Braking so early. Didn't want to have to make that move there. Let's take evasive action though. Yeah, these right-handers are not fun for us. The track that you definitely don't want damage, and once again, we've ended up with it.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now.
Looks like our teammates struggling as well. Let's pull them back in the order. 3 wide into that, that's a bit crazy. Got the popcorn out. He's on hards though, so it makes sense of why he's struggling. I am way off course here. God damn. Car is clearly not doing well around this track. Teammates had a quite horrific start to this race as well. Hopefully he doesn't have any actual damage. Definitely is going to be one to beat. I think the AI are pretty quick around here. Still a long way to go though. Yeah, as long as I can stay with that, I want to just save as been a problem as well, just burning battery wise, because we've not gone anywhere, and especially with that damage. Just got to manage it now. Ooh, a little bit wide, but it's fine. Keeping that DRS. AI are lightning quick though down the straight, my gosh. Still our teammate battles. Yeah, this is going to be one that the fans aren't going to be too impressed with Lotus about. Oh dear. Cars are absolutely sinking. It's just the four of us in this grouping right now. See if we can try and get any closer. Concentrating really hard with this damage. Right back up into the hot lap. We've got quite a lot of battery. Hopefully soon these soft tires are going to start to go for them. Safe to say Sonoda is gone as well, looking at that mini map. Let's see what happens here. Hajo's going to try and make the move on the teammate. He's defending quite well, to be fair to him. I mean, saying that he has also fallen all the way from what we said P14 he started. Again, just the right-handers are not our friend with this damage. Keep pushing hard though. Do not want to lose DRS here. So we're going to start to sink back. Definitely feel kind of stagnant at the moment. And that's pretty much to be expected with all these kind of turns. My gosh, every time with that right-handers. Still we manage though. But wow, we are way off the pace. Plus, he said all that about the battery and then pretty much had to burn it just to stay with them. God damn, just keep going offline now. Oh, almost had a moment there, Hajo. Allowed us back into DRS. Pushing as hard as we can. Those softs can't be feeling good for him. Our tires are going up there as well. Tempted to say that we might just consider dealing with the damage. Want it to be an undercut if we did. Keep it moving though. Can't seem to get any inroads on them up ahead.
Gap to your teammate ahead, 1.8 seconds.
I see that. I just can't go forwards right now. I think this track just really doesn't suit our car now. I feel like this car is kind of good in like one lap situations and then just struggles in actual proper race trim. Obviously, I put that down to probably my driving style on the controller there. Just trying to stay with him out the best I can. He's dragging us along quite nicely. It's just a shame because we're losing time to pretty much everyone behind, but could be worse. Not everyone behind, everyone in front, sorry. So we got a new leader of this race. It's like one of the Ferraris might have got Yuki. I assume that's probably Leclerc. I just don't remember where Hamilton was situated at. Come on, these soft tyres got to start going soon. Yeah, I just can't go flat out there with this damage. Safety car would be huge. It's not something that we really want to cause though.
Right, we need to get past here. Use overtake, use overtake. Tyre wear's higher than we're expecting. We've got a new strategy available on your MFD if you want it. Copy.
Yeah, sure, why not? Can go to hards then at any point then, and maybe get that done early, get the wings changed. I'm okay with that. As long as we got enough softs to do it. I don't know how many soft pairs we have. Hopefully we have enough. I do not want to be using worn softs. Got a little bit more aggressive. I want to make sure that's yes. Going into hot now. Tires up to 50% as well anyway, so it makes sense on why we do it. I'm hoping that math's mathing there. Assuming then there's not much difference between these mediums and these softs then. Like I said, I can always jump onto the hards if need be after one set on the softs, but we're definitely going to commit to this 2-stop then. Got to try something different because we're just going to be stuck here. Can't get any inroads on Hajar. And he's got no DRS either. We've just been falling further back from our teammate. Let's try and see if we can maybe get a jump on him here. Come on. Bit over, but it's fine. Oh, very over there though.
Push now, we're boxing this lap.
Apologies guys, I know that we keep having ones with races with damage, but there's not a whole lot I can do. Just should have been even more careful, didn't realize where they were going to break. And that's been pretty dictating of our positioning. Kind of what gives me a little bit of solace is that our teammates also struggling, which isn't great, but at least kind of says that, you know, the car just still isn't there. We'll take up points where we can get them for this first season at least. Hopefully try and just lay a very strong foundation down to be challenging in the next. Oh, a little bit over there. Okay, let's see. People might be coming into the pits as well. Hajar's coming in as well. Not really an undercut per se, but it'll be what it'll be. Hopefully no one's gone to softs.
moving
Oh,
front
come
wing.
on.
I know it's not ideal, but let's try and put it behind us and get back into this race.
Absolute joke. Longer than what it needed to be. And of course everyone went to softs as well.
Okay, one stop to go. Just one stop
Alright.
left in this strategy.
Well, at least we have the full turn radius now. I'm gonna make sure that's gonna be a no. Okay, cool. See what we can do with laps here.
This is our true position. They
Yeah,
pitted
we know
as well,
we're
so
down.
warm up your tyres and get down the road.
We're just trying to improve best we can here. We've got a long way to come back. We're probably going to be banking on a safety car if we can whisper one of those into existence. People are pitting now. Hopefully we're gaining these positions. Medium guys going one lap off the soft, so it was crazy. I did not expect that. And now we're in
No need to
no
worry
man's
about the
land.
tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Oh, that's a shame. Alright, just settle down, try and see if we can just put in some good laps, maybe see if we can come back for this next stint, but I think this could be GG's for us already off the rip here. At least we're getting a new engine out of the race. Teammate looks to be moving up well. I think he's in P3 at the moment. No, probably a little bit more preloaded though. P6. Line. Charles Leclerc just set the fastest lap. It's not much really to commentate on, unfortunately, at the moment. I think we're gaining a little bit on how Giles, so there's that to look forward to. But still quite a ways to go. Fresh tyres are coming in pretty big for a lot of drivers. At least in those fastest laps. Hopefully we can maybe be one of those that join them. (17.2). Moving, just I don't think moving enough. Still we fight. Definitely feel like we need to start maybe focusing a little bit more. Make sure we get those simultaneous upgrades for the aero department. I feel like it's kind of where we're lacking at the moment. I know speed as well in straight lines, but if we can make sure our car's strongest in the corners, I think the rest of it can start coming towards us. 20 laps to go. Yeah, this track's just like not been friendly to us. Every race so far this season we've had some kind of tangling with damage, which is unfortunate. Just honestly, my drive style with this controller just got to be a little bit better.
Gap ahead, 6.7 seconds.
We're not down and out though. Back into hot lap. Yeah, I can't work out if I'm actually gaining or not. It looks pretty stagnant at the moment. See, maybe someone will drive into someone. You can always hope, can't you? Of course, it's going to be the race where everyone drives perfectly clean. No issues, no contact. The hype from Monaco down to this is just so unfortunate. Felt like that was going to be a real turning point for us, but unfortunately mistakes have kind of led us here. Hamilton the 115, yeah, they're rapid. DRS train probably. Oh, almost went around there. Our tyres are already starting to feel a certain way. I can't even see Hajar up ahead. I think he's gained on us a little bit as well. Yeah, we just need better speed, better maintaining speed through corners. Right back down into medium. Looks like those leaders are coming in now to pit. Hajar's now got us on 7. Yep, he's going faster than us now. We're in trouble. It's just not going to be our race. It's unfortunate.
And gap to the car in front, 7.1 seconds.
Thank you, Jeff. As always, super helpful information. Trying to not go quiet on you guys, but I just felt there's just nothing we can really get. I thought we're just going around here hoping for a safety car. And so he's just gaining on us at the moment. Tempted to go on the hards, but want to get at least close to the pit window maybe. More to talk about than NASCAR. Yeah, I mean, fair. Yeah, it's just been unfortunate for us. Just falling deeper and deeper back. Damage at first and we didn't get to see. Yeah, doing good, bro. How about yourself? How was your Sunday going? I'm quite literally having a Sunday drive.
Seeing a lot of tyre deg now. We've got a new strategy if you want to take a look at it.
Oh, okay, Jeff, what's our new strategy? Yep, couldn't have said it better myself. I said that I was going to maybe go on the hards. These tyres are pretty cooked. Getting up there at least. Honestly, might go earlier than what he's suggesting as well. Definitely trying to bank on a safety car. But still we go around. At least do a couple more laps. Just go back for a... Hell yeah, bro. As you should.
Now, and you're going to be on hard.
As you should, especially with that work schedule you got. But I'm glad. Hopefully you're having a lovely Sunday. Got some brewskis to crack open or something. Just straight vibing on this nice day. It's pretty hot here. It's maybe go chilling on one of the rooftops in between, doing a couple streams. But I will definitely be about for whatever. Ooh. I guarantee it's the spiced. Knowing you. That sounds lovely. I'm glad you had a nice time. Damn, you're getting all the things checked off the list. Oh gosh, that's pretty bad. Can we push even harder? Yep. We knew it was spiced.
Richard's coming in for his stop.
Alright, Richard. Oh god, that's really missed the curve here. How are these tyres? 49%, okay. That's good, bro, I'm glad. I'm definitely glad. Alright, let's see if we can maybe jump our teammate. That's going to pretty much show us exactly where we're situated at. Going to pit after him. Yeah. This is going to show exactly where our pace is. There he is. At least he's doing a one-stop though. He's got a chance to come back into this race. Unfortunately for us though, we're going to be pitting, I think, this lap. I want to get off these softs. Hopefully maybe the teammate could all back left tyres cooking as well. That all looks good. Okay. Get over to the button.
Confirmed, we'll receive you at the
Nice.
end of this lap.
Oh, did you? I thought it was Monaco. That's the best one. Yeah, if it was most recent, it was Monaco. Yeah. Yeah, we were flying pretty well there, especially for how bad the car is. I think, unfortunately, with this game, it is very much AI different. Yeah, there is. There's a lot. There's a lot to it. Yeah, I would say that this game, the biggest thing that I've seen complaints about is just AI inconsistencies. Sometimes they're really fast, sometimes they're not. So I think Monaco, we kind of had the advantage because the AI are a little bit too afraid of the walls there, whereas the players willing to kind of push it a little bit more. Whereas tracks like this, where it's kind of a proper track, they're a lot more quicker, especially in a straight line. Well, we're going to go down a pit stop, but hopefully it can pay dividends for us. Would love a safety car now to pull us back in. I'm praying we don't go down a lap. iRacing is like a full modded sim, so a couple of the guys here that I know in Chicago that do it. Oh my god, you fucking donkey. Yeah, iRacing is the racing. I know a buddy that did the Daytona 24-hour on his iRacing, and he said that was intense. Whenever I go over to, he's like built his own like proper sim, whereas I kind of do a lot of makeshift stuff with my stuff. But he loves it. iRacing is good. I'd recommend it. I think the only thing that sucks about it is that it's a subscription. It's not like this where you buy the game and you have everything. You got to kind of pay monthly, but they 3D scan the vehicles in and everything, 3D the tracks. It's all legit. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to get it. It's definitely worth it. It's fully immersive. Yeah, it's like proper. Like, I think they only recently just added rain to the game, and the game's been out at least the subscription model's been out for so long. They've really taken their time with it, and it's a pretty well done thing. I think even my buddy who does it said he's gonna. Oh, Gasly out.
Right, they've got a serious car issue. It looks like they're retiring.
Okay, well we get a free position then. Yeah, it's like proper. Like it's probably the most closest to like actual racing that you can get, and like people get super, like you got guys that have got like $10,000 sim racing setups. Like my buddy's one is probably around about 3,000.
Tire condition still looking good.
Well, hopefully we'll see. We will see.
Yellow flag.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. Like my buddy built his one on a Katia, and then fully like got the welding kit out. He's currently building his own steering wheel at the moment. He just bought some blueprints from some guy in Europe, and so the tariffs have kind of fucked him up a little bit because he's annoyed with how much he's got to pay for the parts. But he's getting like all carbon fiber. He's got a buddy that 3D prints. He's 3D printing out like the little widgets and like stuff for the controller. Yeah, well, he's pretty much got a fucking pod that he has that's like foldable as well in his bedroom. It's like basically a mini little pod he gets in. He went to like a junkyard and got a seat from like a old like racing Subaru, so it's like a bucket seat as well. He's fully into it. We do 2-player career mode on this game, and he will smoke me with his setup. I consider doing wheel versus controller for this series, but it just takes so much focus, whereas like it's so much easier just to be able to talk and use the controller.
Okay,
but who knows, maybe one day we'll fully convert over. I'm just trying to keep Leclerc. Okay, Leclerc's pit. Oh yeah. If he crashes, he has to remove his hands from the wheel because that thing will break a finger. Yeah, it does. My one does, but the one that he has is like it's properly connected. He's got a Fanatics one, but he's trying to makeshift it because obviously he's building that wheel. So I think he just uses the base of it. But those things have got some serious torque, and I think he paid like $800 for his like wheelbase that he's got attached to his current thing at the moment. I have to send you a photo of what he's got, especially if your brother's looking to build it. I know he's my buddy here is a pretty good or been pretty on it with like what's a good thing and what's a bad thing. Let's see here. Yeah, a lot of laps still to go, but we're just in no man's land because of the damage, unfortunately. It's not been a very strong track for us. They're pitting now, see if we can do anything, but I doubt it. Oh yeah. Yeah, I know. There's always a good like starter packs like that they do. Yeah, there's some pretty good like base ones that you can do. I think couple of the other guys that I've got into here that have not gone as crazy as this one dude. There's some easy starter, you know, packs where it's like, you know, 300, 400, you pay for it and you kind of get what you need to, and you can kind of slowly upgrade stuff from there. That was kind of my original plan. With mine, I've just been kind of caught up with work and other stuff to actually properly be able to invest, but it'll be on the cards for sure, along with the PC at some point. Who knows, if the streaming takes off. I know Brandon's been, or Mixed B Wits has been absolutely killing it on that. It does. It definitely takes a lot out of the bank account, that's for sure, and time as well to get it all set up. But one day it will be. Well, we've actually gained a little bit on Hadjar, but he's on mediums, so I think we're going to be cooked here for the last 11 laps. See what we can make happen. Or more people in the pits though, maybe. Maybe we can come good here. Just gotta keep pushing. Nope. I spoke here. I'm like, I can imagine. Hey, hopefully if you end up getting back into Michigan though. But yeah, no, that seems like a lot. I'm kind of in between stuff myself, doing a lot of working for free with vehicle surfacing. So trust me, if once I'm in contact with a contract house, I guarantee I'll be in the similar place as you. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah, we've definitely been mowing the grass on that corner there. Kinda nervous I might get lapped. Guys behind are moving pretty fast. Just fucked up the strategy on this one. 10 laps to go. Teammate looks like he could be in the points though with his one stop. If I did the math count of that, I think he's around 10th. Might be an 11th or 12th, but he's at least paid dividend for starting on those hards. I can't get the power down now. Laps are just flying away from me and nothing I can do. Car's just not quick enough. Power's looking fine. Just 2 bad pit stops. Definitely want to try and look and see if we can invest in the pit crew again. This definitely was something that I was kind of putting off. That maybe it will be best to do considering it happened twice. And no clue if maybe it was a factor for Vachon or not. Yeah, absolutely cooked the grass in that corner there. It's been me every time. World's most expensive lawnmower. Lewis Hamilton going quick. Alright, let's see what he can do. Yeah, just stuck here. We did technically gain on Hadjar Lit. I had a couple upgrades go on, but nothing too crazy. Obviously it's a different setup, so I use because I do wheel racing. Yeah, I mean engine's always been lacking. The AI in this game are typically like faster in a straight. With how they do their simulated settings. Obviously like my you know, we have like here in the bottom right. Stuff that like wears. So obviously I took a brand new engine for this race because the AI had been kind of cooking his simulation when he drives. But a lot of the other cars, it's kind of theorized that because obviously the game isn't as in depth as iRacing, they try and do their best to mimic it, but they don't actually. So for example, like when we're on a straight line, I think they will have a higher top speed based on the difficulty. It's also meant to be said that if you go up, so I'm running on 101 AI, highest you can go is 110. But if you're going 110, the biggest difference once you're over 100 difficulty is the AI's cars are lighter in weight than yours. And even then, like some of the crazy streamers say they're like, you know, they're not fast. They need to be fast. They need to kind of bump it up to like a 120 AI difficulty. And honestly, I'd agree. I'd say with a wheel, I'd probably be driving more like 105. I've kind of been trying to force the 101 difficulty with the controller just to make it a little bit more challenging on myself. But yeah, same car, same parts pretty much. I think we got an upgrade at the beginning of the video, and that went on to Sean's car. Pretty much, as we go to each weekend, I'm going to be driving with the driver which is performing the worst in the championship, and then I make sure that any of the upgrades, if they can't go onto both cars immediately, the guy that's performing the best, the AI, gets those upgrades. So it looks decent in early doors in practice, but normally we're quicker. Yeah, like I said, control, like, it would just be one thing with the gears and with all the other buttons on my wheel. I think it would just be a lot for me to try and concentrate on that, and then like also look over the chat and like commentate and other stuff. Whereas like controller, it's quite easy. I'm just sat here holding and keep an eye on chat and what you're saying. Jesus Christ. And we'll have less moments like that with the wheel. Whereas I can easily just pull it back on. And plus I first got into these F1 games on controller before I upgraded to the wheel, so it's kind of taking me back a little bit. We can eventually go back to over to wheel should we decide that we need to, or if we start getting more viewers for stuff that want us to. It will just take more concentration. I'll be definitely dead and sweating afterwards compared. He's getting on me behind. Yeah, just going nowhere though. Honestly, just trying to push through these last 6 laps. Do not want to get lapped like we did in Imola. Yeah, for this career mode, we basically set out where we had the worst vehicle, worst resources. Basically bringing back kind of like a former F1 team that was at one point winning championships and whatnot before I think they dissolved and were turned into, I believe they're Alpine now in real life. So we're able to bring them back, plus obviously yellow car. Yeah, instead of the A, the middle A, it's an O, but yeah, Imola, yeah. If that's the one you saw, then yeah, that was a rough one. Oh, get these fake viewers out of here. Yeah, Imola was a rough one. That was just, I think that was just my setup with using a wheel setup compared to a setup which was more controller friendly. I'm still using a wheel setup for this one, and I was using a wheel setup for Monaco, but Monaco, like I said, I think because the AI are so different track to track, I was able to take advantage and take risks where maybe they weren't speed-wise. Whereas, like I said, this one kind of nowhere for me to hide, at least with this vehicle.
Okay, gap to the car ahead.
Plus, I've stopped twice, so it doesn't help.
7 seconds.
Yeah, we know we're down bad. Still, we pushed though. We were able to get those points last time, so we kind of knew we were going to be doing a little bit of a fallback this episode. So just don't want to get lapped by Yuki Tsunoda, our leader in the Drivers' Championship. Just got nothing in these tyres, nothing on the pace. I think bare minimum we're going to be taking away. It's just thankful that we've got a new engine for this guy. We won't have to take another engine, hopefully down the road. But we'll obviously see how bad the AI cooks the engine when we don't races them. It's definitely gaining. We're just falling away as well. Hydro's starting to open that gap on us on the mediums. I think these hards are kind of reaching their max point. Yeah, 43% now. Thankfully, we won't be anywhere near the 80% tire puncture area, but just think we're just kind of maintaining. Can kind of see a little bit of graining on the front left there, so it kind of makes sense. Wow, we're struggling with it. So many corners to the right, just putting too much torque through the tire. We keep moving, we keep schmoving. Next race will be Canada, and have some good hopes for that one. It's normally a track that I'm pretty quick at. It'll be interesting to see what the AI can do speed-wise with that long straight, but hopefully we'll have some upgrades that we can kind of be a little bit more competitive. And definitely make sure we avoid any kind of contact. We do not want damage. It seems to be pretty big dictator for us in these races. We got teammates in a pretty massive fight. Doing a little bit of a sandwich with a Haas and looks like an Alpine. Hopefully that's for points and he can hold on. There's some more grass on the tyre, because why not? Grass is looking a little bit longer here anyways, doing the groundskeepers some favours. I think Yuki's going to lap me. Not like sports crew where you start. I mean, I could have started in a car that was more closer to the front. I could have started like a more of a middle one. Instead, I chose to start at the back. I've played the game since F1 2012, so I kind of have a gist of what's going on. I mean, this one's a little bit different than what I'm used to, and just because they kind of did a revamp of it and everything, so kind of been learning on the fly. When it first dropped, they did a little bit of pretty much a similar kind of career mode, but then obviously when all the streaming stuff started, everyone was kind of like, oh, you should stream your F1 My Team, so I restarted, and I didn't get through a full season of it. So yeah, so pretty much made it the most difficult that I could. Obviously both rookie drivers, which I'm pretty sure is just standard for everyone. I don't think you can choose an experienced driver on your team right at the beginning. So both rookie drivers, both like made sure that we didn't have any kind of like advancement started from literally ground zero. I can show you after this race as well. Like our performance, we've only just caught up on technically faster than the worst car, so we're the second worst car on the grid. But yeah, it's gonna be a journey. So yeah, we're definitely down in resources. Like the Red Bull that's breathing down my neck right now, that's probably gonna lap me. We do not have all the bells and whistles that he has. Like tire wear's worse than his, engine's worse than his, aero's worse than his. He's absolutely flying, but we will eventually close them down and hopefully be fighting for them. I'm expecting that's probably going to be after this first season though. I think with how we've started season one, I think we were very lucky to get the podium finish in Monaco. I think there's maybe a couple tracks that I'm decent at that I can maybe pull up. I'm going to get blue flag soon, guaranteed.
Grip is probably dropping.
Yeah, there's the blue flag. You got to overtake me.
Blue flag.
Yeah, it's going to be a real grind. There will probably be days, like, debatably I might try and do the second race after this one, but I'm definitely going to probably take a moment, reflect on how it went from shit, bad to worst. He's going to fucking, as long as I don't get a penalty here for ignoring blue flags, you are not close enough to fucking get in front of me. This is definitely a 180 from Monaco last time. Got our first pole, first podium, and now here we are. About to get fucking lapped by the championship leader. I feel like I've got to give it to him, otherwise they're just going to DNF me from the race here. I don't want to go a lap down, but maybe it's best that we just end this race now. Go on then. I'm not racing. I'm not. Oh, that's ridiculous. I literally handed it to him.
We're not racing the car behind. Let them pass when you can.
Fucking bullshit. I'm going to the end now. I don't care. You already give me 10 seconds.
Blue flag.
Okay, yeah, piss off, Jeff. We know. Well, that was Spain. That was definitely a little bit demoralizing, but there we go. There we go, indeed.
And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
Complete 180 from Monaco, where we scored those big points. Driver of the day, Max Verstappen, but Yuki wins another one.
Yuki Tsunoda takes the checkered flag and wins.
There he goes.
And it's one thing to win, but to win like that in total dominant style, that was a fantastic drive.
Yeah, it was a good race from him.
Very often.
So Lando's also on the podium as well. So 3 different cars up there.
It's time to bring out the
Honestly, not a lot of highlights, I don't think. I think other than our moment at the very beginning, nothing else really really occurred that I was aware of.
Over the rest. It's the top step of the
Well done,
podium.
Yuki.
Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend.
And
of
Lewis
racing.
ended up going
Thanks
up
to everyone who
quite a
joined
lot
us,
as well.
and
With
we'll
our
see you
teammate
for the next
finish
one.
15th, honestly decent with his strategy. Pulled through quite well there. Standings, Yuki's extended his lead at the top. We're still just kind of sitting. Thankfully, Williams and Haas didn't really improve. And then our rivals behind us didn't really do anything either. So honestly, we'll take that for the weekend. And like we said, we got an extra engine for Hugo, so massive for us. Let's see. Race director. I was just in that. Anything happen? Yeah, I mean, mainly just us, unfortunately. Not a whole lot happened. Pretty boring Spanish Grand Prix, but there you go. Let's advance. A little bit of money there, although we got some damage. Still leading against Kick Sauber, though, in the rivalry. Fan sentiment went up a little bit, although I'm sure they've got some pretty negative comments. Yeah, I wish they were doing better. Yeah, I wish so too. I wish so too, fans. I'm doing what I can. How about you come lead this team? But yeah, next race will be the Canadian Grand Prix. Like I said, should be a little bit better at that one.
Hey, Chief.
Just quickly though to show though.
Ready for development because they finished research. Let's get
Performance. That's not what I need.
to engineering for more.
Oh well, that's good to know. We'll definitely need to make sure we do that on the next episode. But yeah, components. No, we want progress history. That's where we're sat at the moment. So we're in with that midfield, but we started way down where Red Bull do have the best car now, and they've lapped us now twice within the series. So hopefully we can get some stuff going good for Canada, and then into that European stint before getting ready to do the rundown towards the end of the season one. Anyways, thank you all for tuning along. Yeah, way at the bottom. So we're happy to be where we are. We've picked up some points here and there, but we're hopefully going to be competitive, a lot more competitive in the next one. But yeah, that's been it for me for this one. We'll be about streaming some more stuff later. But everyone take it easy and peace for now.